This EPB Classic Rerun is brought to you by Calvert and Nunn Insurance in Glasgow.
Pretty good shot tonight, and even a shot to advance to the semifinals and then on to the finals in All-A if they can play the way that they've been playing over the last few weeks.
Yeah. In fact, they go into tonight's game 20-2. Sawyer Matthews in a jump circle for Barren. Glasgow's Desi Austin. Barren moving left to right. Glasgow right to left. Mark Curry tosses it up. Going to be controlled by the Scotties as Kingery hands it off. Shelby Adams, who didn't play much in the earlier game against the Trojans, bounces off the left side of Glass. They go down low, trying to work it inside. Austin back to Adams. Back out front to Kingery. They go right side to Harris and back out to Adams. Adams trying to shake off Jones. Throws it back to the left side to Kingery. Kingery drives against England. Goes inside. Puts up the shot. It's good. Glasgow with the first lead. Wade Coomer. Right side corner. Jones a three. It's no good. Matthews offensive rebound up with the left hand. Good. A little soft left-handed hook by Sawyer Matthews. Ties the game at 2. 7:07 to play in the first quarter. Adams with the basketball. Right side corner, Nelson Glass. They feed it in the paint to Desi Austin, and back out it comes to Glass again. Wanted to launch a three. They go back to Austin, now to Adams. Adams backtracking. Now looks and gives it back out to Austin. Left of the circle, hands it back off to Adams. Adams guarded out front by Jacob Jones. Bounce past the right to Nelson Glass. Glass putting down the dribble, brings it back out front over the left side. They go to Adams. He'll launch it. 15-footer. It's off the mark. Batted up in the air. Glass grabs it, gives it down low to Austin. Kicks it back out to Kingery. Three if it goes. It's no good. Crashing aboard. Matthews comes up with the basketball for the Trojans. Here's Coomer. Stops and pops. Three. In and out. No good. And we got a whistle and a foul on the rebound. They're going to put it on the Trojans, and it'll be on Sawyer Matthews, his first, team's first. As Shelby Adams brings it up for Glasgow. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the first period. Glass inside. Shot blocked from behind by Coomer. Here's England off to Coomer down the left side. Nick Mabe going underneath. Bounce pass to Jones. He puts it up and in.
Way to absorb the contact and get it to go.
Barren County with a 4-2 advantage. 5:47 to play in the first quarter. Adams crossover to the left. Sends it out to Glass. Backed up, batted away by Matthews, but retrieved by Austin. Baseline is Adams, back to Desi Austin. Out top is Kingery. Glass will launch it for three, and he knocks the bottom out of it. Glasgow leads it 5-4. 5:20 to play here in the first period. Nick Mabe with it for the Trojans. On the left side, still in the dribble, sends it out to Wade Coomer. Coomer trying to shake off Harris. Now gives it back over to Mabe. In the corner, Jones, three, no good. Rebound to Kingery. And we got a foul.
Sawyer just ran into, tried to go for it, and then put on the brakes, but couldn't before he ran over a Glasgow player, and that's his second foul.
So he'll have to check out of the game. Branson London in the game, 6'2", 148, a sophomore. And Billy Jackson, 5'11", 180, a junior. A 1-2-2, three-quarter court trap. They go into Glass on the left side. He's in a trap. Ball batted up in the air, tapped up. And here comes Mabe with it for the Trojans. Spin move. Goes, hits above the backboard. And in a fadeaway jump shot by Coomer's no good. Rebound Austin. Down it goes to Glass. Crashes into Coomer. No basket. It'll be an offensive foul. Trojan basketball as Nick Mabe will bring it up. Mabe sends it off the left side over to London. London gets a screen from England. Bounce pass broke it up in there, but England grabs it back, puts it up at the right baseline. It's no good. Jackson trying to dig it out. Gives it back to Mabe. Over goes to London for a three. No good. Long rebound back to London on the left side. He'll send it back out to Mabe. Mabe on the dribble to the right. Pulls up with a 17-foot jumper that's no good. Rebound England, back up and in.
Got it up quick. Didn't have much around. Glasgow not quite crashing the defensive glass very hard that possession.
6-5. Trojans on top with 3:58 to play in the first quarter. And here's Glass. Diagonal pass knocked away, but retrieved by Harris. He feeds in the lane to Kingery. Lost the handle. Scooped up off the floor by Coomer. Coomer down the right side. Coomer. And threw it away. Kind of slipped out of his hands, and now Glasgow will bring in four new players. Just like the second platoon or something.
I hope they don't have that caliber coming off the bench.
Kalen Fogle, a 6'1 junior, in the game. They've got Ben Hughes, a 5'8 sophomore. Well, they left Kingery on the floor. He's the only starter that remains. As they give it now to Kimball. Karen Kimball. Right side. They dump it down underneath. And over the left side of the lane. Shot is no good. Air ball. Lost out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans. And let's see. Who else they got in the game there for the Scotties? I don't want to miss anybody. That's Kalen Fogle. James Kingery still in there. Karen Kimball. He's going to launch it up three from the left wing. It's off the mark. Ball tipped away. London saves it in bounds. Nope. We're going to give it back to Glasgow. 23 is Dalvin Smith, 6'1 freshman. As Kingery still looking, has to lob it out in there. And here's Kimball in traffic, shoots it up no good. Ball tapped to Jared Coomer, who checked in for the Trojans. A 6'4 freshman. And London with it out to the left side, Jared Coomer. In the corner, Jackson fakes, goes baseline, puts it up, shot swatted by Dalvin Smith and out of bounds.
Much better start in this game for Glasgow than you saw in the game over at our place earlier in the year.
Trojans beat the Scotties 71-46. Back on January the 2nd. Ball comes out long to Jared Coomer. He goes into the paint, scoops up the shot, and won't go. Taps up in the air. Jared Coomer goes to the floor hard, and a foul called against the Scotties. It's going to be on 35. That's Kalen Fogle, his first, team second. 2:50 to play here in the opening quarter. Glasgow, Barren County, the Trojans leading 6-5. Jared Coomer, left corner three. No good. Gets his own rebound. Pump fake. Puts it up and in. 8-5, Trojans lead it. Kimball in the back court. They go back and forth. Ben Hughes to Kimball. Kimball in a trap, throws it back out to midcourt. And now Kimball gets it back. They go down in low, and a shot put up and in by Fogle.
Thought it's just kind of in between. We weren't really guarding anybody and didn't commit.
8-7 the score. London's got it between the circles. Dribbles. Finds Wade Coomer. Pulls up with a jumper. Got it. What a tough shot. Wade Coomer getting his first two. Now 5 different Trojans have scored. It's 10-7. Minute 57 to play in the first. And that bounce pass going to the corner. Kimball was intended to go to Smith. And he thought that Smith was going to break toward up the baseline and threw it away.
And it switched from a 1-2-2 run and jump half-court trap just a straight 5-man. And I think it confused him a little bit.
Ball comes to the play to London. Hands it back off to Coomer. Minute 50 to play in the first quarter. Trojans 10, Scotties 7. Long pass to the left side to Mabe. Mabe throws up a floater. Packed it in out the window.
We've been getting it out and going with it and haven't been very productive as they've been getting back and setting up and not allowing us to have fast break points.
12-7. Trojans on top. Shelby Adams with the basketball for Glasgow on the dribble. Now goes down to Kingery with it on the left side. He circles out, throws it over the right to Kimball. Kimball, couple of dribbles, ball knocked away, stolen by Jackson. He gives it to London. Now he needs somebody to come get it. Jared Coomer back to London. Over goes to Nick Mabe. Minute 12 to play here in the opening quarter. Mabe works against Kimball left. Looks back right. Now looks back left. Sends it off now to Coomer. Back out to Mabe with a minute to play. Mabe back on the left side. Jared Coomer off the screen. Out top is London. London, one dribble, feeds it back off of the baseline. Is Mabe, and he threw it back cross court, goes out of bounds. Jacob Jones returning to the Trojan lineup. In for Glasgow, Ben Hughes. And we have 49 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Shelby Adams handling the point against Jacob Jones. Dribbles right, looks left, gets rid of the basketball to Fogle. Left side over to Dalvin Smith. Smith cut off by Coomer. Out to Adams to set up once again with 30 seconds to play. Pulls up with the left elbow. His jumper's good. 12-9. Glasgow with some pressure in the back court. Coomer throws it long on the right side. London and back out now to Coomer. Gives it back out front to Jones with 13 seconds to play. Jones guarded out there by Adams. Still on the dribble. Now gives it off to Wade Coomer. Goes baseline. Floating shot. Good. A one-hander. And that will do it. After one, it's the Trojans 14 and the Scotties 9. We'll return after this break. We are BC Sports on Howdy 103.7.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Second quarter, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer and Ryan Metzger. Trojans were 7 of 18 the first quarter at 39%. Glasgow 4 of 10 for 40%. Barren County basketball as we start the second period. Billy Jackson at the right elbow. We got a whistle, a illegal screen against Wade Coomer. That's going to be his first, the team's third. Barren County out-rebounded the Scotties 11 of 3 in that first period. 14-9 Trojans early in the second period. Adams with the basketball. Out front for the Scotties. Left side it goes to Glass. He'll send it out to Harris. Harris walked with it, faked one way and went the other, but picked up his pivot foot They go left side of the lane to Austin, underneath to Harris. He's shot it over the rim. And here comes Mabe with it down court for the Trojans. Sends it over to Jackson and out to Caleb England. Fakes, splits the defenders, goes in the traffic, missed the shot in there. Jared Coomer rips away the offensive rebound, throws it back out to Jones. Back to Jared Coomer for three. It's no good. Rebound taken off by Kingery for the Scotties. 1 minute gone here in the second period. Trojans 14, Scotties 9. Out front with it is Adams. He flips it off now to Austin. Austin out top. That gives to Glass. He's on the dribble. Back out front to midcourt. Kingery. Now Kingery drives. Pulls up, shoots over Jared Coomer. We got a foul, though. And what do we got?
Foul on Billy Jackson. I didn't see that.
Didn't see that one either.
Thought they were going to call a legal screen on Nelson Glass.
First foul on Jackson. That's the fourth one on the Trojans here in the first half of play. The ball goes in the corner, trying to go baseline. Cut off by England. Back out to Kingery. Spins. Goes in the lane. Puts up the shot. Good. Kingery with his second field goal and timeout. Called by the Trojans with 6:28 to play here in the first half. Barren County 14, Glasgow 11.
We got up a lot of shots in the first quarter because we getting them offensive rebounds, and that just means we were missing a lot of shots. Glasgow a little more efficient offensively and started off the quarter with that bucket, and we have not played very well. And the not playing very well, you can handle missing some of those shots, but the defense is just not very good tonight. You're seeing a lot of kids from Glasgow make plays that we didn't allow them to make early in the year, and plays that they haven't made against a lot of opponents. So Warren gets the timeout, not happy for his effort on the defensive end.
One of Glasgow's losses came to Logan County, and they played them into overtime before losing 70-65. That was back in mid-December. 14-11, Trojans lead it by 3.
There's no doubt, just watching them play a little over a quarter now, that they've gotten a lot better since we saw them at the beginning of the year.
Here's Jackson with it, feeds it down to Mabe, and back out for a three. Jones knocks it down for the first three-point shot tonight for Barren County. It's 17-11.
He had a couple good looks earlier, but finally got that one over the front of the rim to go down.
Kingery with Jackson defending him, spins, loses a handle on him as he made the spin. Out of bounds to the Trojans as Wade Coomer and Branson London return to the Trojan lineup. 5:55 to play, second period. Trojans up by 6, 17-11. Man-to-man defense by the Scotties. Caleb England, left of the circle. Gives it out to London. He'll launch it. It is no good. Ball tips out. Mabe grabs it. He'll fire it out of the right corner. It's no good. And Glass with a rebound for the Scotties. Glass sends it off the left side. Here's Shelby Adams. Adams working around behind the back dribble. Backs away. Mabe putting the pressure on him. Gives it to Glass. He's defended by London. He drives. Goes right side Adams. Out to Harris. Pulls up. Pass batted up in the air, but they go underneath the Desi Austin. He fakes. He puts it up. It's no good, and the ball knocked out of bounds. Glasgow will keep it underneath.
They only had one offensive rebound there, but they're becoming more and more active underneath and getting the easy looks because of either penetration and not rotating or an offensive rebound like that.
And here's Harris throwing up a wild shot that's no good. Missed it badly. And Barren had lost it out of bounds.
I have no idea what Michael Harris was doing there. Tried to skyhook it in there. But it benefits them as we step out of bounds and give it back to them.
Kingery feeds it in there. Glass forcing it up, hits the side of the backboard. London with the rebound off the Coomer. Right side it goes to Mabe. Mabe on the right wing, heads toward the paint, throws it back to the left side, over to London. He'll throw it back cross court to Jones. Now Jones will circle out. 4:45 to play here in the second. Trojans 17, Scotties 11. And here's a pass Batted away, stolen. Harris has got it. He'll lay it up. He got it. 17-13. 4:28 to play in the first half. Jones with the basketball out front for Barren. Right side it goes to Mabe. Mabe circles it out, being chased. Bounce pass off to England. He'll hand it back to Mabe. He almost lost the handle. Now Mabe throws it back across to England, right side of the lane. Takes it out to the corner. Gives it to Coomer. Coomer throws it back out to London. Sends it over the left side to Mabe. Mabe getting a lot of pressure from Adams. Drives the basket strong. He'll lay it up and in and draws a foul.
Running the box and chaser. We'll get a technical foul with some extracurricular. I'm not sure what happened. The bench jumped up yelling, and we were kind of looking otherwise. But there'll be a technical foul on Glasgow in addition to the bucket from Nick Mabe. And what I was going to say, they're running a box and chaser on Wade with Harris chasing him. So Nick's got to be aware of that, and everybody else has got to kind of move in that area or move in their area and move and cut and be active to get some points and get some offense and kind of relieve Wade of the pressure.
So the technical foul also on Adams. That would be his second.
We should get the one shot here, two more, and then the ball, right?
So this will be the free throw after the shot. Mabe missed it.
And then we should we'll let Wade go. A lot of times you leave the shooter who's just up there in form, but since he missed the first one, we just switched him out.
Wade Coomer with a technical free throw shot. He hit the first. That'll make it 20-13 with 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Coomer back to the stripe for the second technical free throw shot, and he hit them both. Pushes the lead back out to 8 at 21-13. Jared Coomer and Billy Jackson returning to the Trojan lineup.
It's already a 4-point possession, and
this is a chance for the Trojans to stretch it out even more. With Nick Mabe out top of the key, backs away against Adams. Left side it goes to Jacob Jones. He'll pull up with a 15-foot jumper that's short, and rebound comes off long to James Kingery. Gets rid of the basketball to Adams. He stays on the court with those 2 fouls. Adams brings it back out front with Nick Mabe guarding him. 21-13 Trojans. Kingery, 3 in the air. Bounces high, goes over the backboard and out of bounds. And Mike Harris wants a 30-second timeout. With 3:30 to play here in the second period, it's the Trojans 21, the Scotties 13. Second quarter of action brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, your maintenance hardware specialist. And yes, they do repair cylinders and custom-make hydraulic hoses. To mention some of the other games around the region tonight, Warren Central at Bowling Green, Greenwood at Warren East, Todd Central at Franklin Simpson, South Warren at Russellville, Monroe County playing Danville in the All-A State Tournament. Cumberland County girls scheduled to play Monroe County. Of course, the boys were too, but Monroe County played in the All-A State. Canceled that game out. Games across the area, sponsored by the People's Bank of Glasgow, working for you. Glasgow now will pick up with full court pressure. Wade Coomer bounces it into play, and nobody touched it. Glasgow's going to get it underneath their basket.
Wow.
And James Kingery, right side of the hoop to inbounds. Gets it into Austin. We got a foul call. Billy Jackson picks up his second personal. That's the 5th Trojan foul of the half. Caleb England will return to the court. Jackson will sit with those 2 fouls. Kingery gets it out front to Austin. Austin on the dribble, looking for Kimball, who's come back in the game. Now Kimball works against Jacob Jones. He drives, crashes in. Offensive foul on Kimball. his first, team's fifth.
Drove into a crowd, and Jarrett had him squared up with the chest.
Glasgow again with full court pressure.
Just man pressure.
Comes into Caleb England. Gives it to Wade Coomer. Fires it up court. Jacob Jones dribbles across the key. Bounce pass over to Mabe on the left wing. Now Mabe to the top of the key. Backs away. Got Adams guarding him. England at the right elbow. Hands it off out to Coomer. Three ball. No good. Long rebound to England. England fires it back over to underneath to Coomer. He puts it up. And it's no good. Shot over the rim. Ball knocked out of bounds. Stays with Barren underneath. With 2:46 to play here in the second. In a low-scoring ball game, 21-13 Trojans. England sends it out to Coomer in the left corner. Coomer drives into the paint, throws it back over the right corner to Jones. Jones bringing it back out. Kimball putting the pressure on him, gets a screen. Now throws it off to May, but 2:35 to play here in the second. Jared Coomer, right side of the key, bounces it off to Wade, going to the basket. He puts it up and in. Tough shot.
We'll pick up back in our 1-2-2 now.
Kind of a double clutch there by Wade Coomer. Makes it 23-13. Pass deflected up there, Mabe, but taken back by Shelby Adams. Here's Dalvin Smith. Fires it down the left side over to Kingery. Kingery now. Back out front to Dalvin Smith in midcourt. Bounces over to Adams. Adams bounces back to Smith. Smith over the right side. Gives to Kimball. Back to Smith in the baseline. One-hand shot, no. Rebound grabbed in there by Nick Mabe. Long pass down the floor to Jones underneath. He puts it up. It's no good. Ball batted in there to England. He puts it up and he's fouled.
Court awareness by Nick Mabe. Long pass down. Perfect spot. We'll get something good out of the possession.
Shelby Adams just picked up his third personal foul. England's free throw is good. Caleb England, 68% free throw shooter on the year. Ben Hughes comes in for Shelby Adams. Second free throw good for England. The Trojans lead is 12 at 25-13 with 1:40 to play here in the second period. Kimball still in the back court. Gives it over to Hughes. Fires it back over now to Kimball. Kimball right down in the paint. Throws up the shot. It's no good. And a foul going to be called against the Trojans. Put it on Caleb England, his first. That'll be the team's sixth. At the line, Kimball, 53% shooter on the year. Puts it up, no good.
Seems like it should be closer to a 12-point game, really. We just had a few spurts that we've been able to string together enough points to push it out where Glasgow has had trouble scoring.
Second shot's good for Kimball. 25-14, up court, Jacob Jones as they beat the press.
Ran our own version of a sideline break there, but nobody was on the back end to get the layup.
Right side it goes to England. He puts down the dribble. Out to Jared Coomer on the left side to Jones. Jones now drives toward the basket. Strong puts it up and in. Tough shot by Jacob Jones.
Got it to go with the left hand. The only way he had a chance to put it in.
There's a pass down to Kingery on the right side. Out to Hughes. He'll throw it up and in off the window.
Split two Trojan defenders and pulled up short of charging over Caleb.
27-16. Jacob Jones in the backcourt, being chased out there. Goes up court now to England. England fires it down to Jared Coomer, and he has to get back out. Jones for a three. Missed everything. He got knocked to the floor after the shot. Branson London returning to the Trojan lineup for Jacob Jones with 33 seconds to play here in the first half. The ball comes in to Hughes. He'll send it off to Harris, who's back in the game. Fires it back to Hughes. He's double team pass deflected. And loose ball, but there to get it was Harris. They throw it back out now to Dalvin Smith. Over the right side is Hughes. 13 seconds to play. Right side is Kingery in a trap. He threw it right in the hands of Mabe. 7 seconds to play. Mabe to the rack. He throws it up trying to draw the foul there. We got a foul whistle called here on the Scotties. They're going to put it on number 11, and that's Michael Harris, his first team 7.
Foul go on the second shot, and Jared gets the free throws. I did think Nick was creative enough to draw the contact and earn the foul, but hustle by Jared kept the play alive, and we'll get some points here with just 2.9 seconds left in the half.
It's the first of 2. 28-16, 29-16. Jared Coomer hits both of them. Ball comes into Kingery. He'll launch it up. It is going to fall short, and that's the end of the first half. Trojans 29, the Scotties 16 here at the break. We'll come back with halftime scoring and stats. Following this timeout, we are BC Sports on Howdy 103.7.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
from Barren County High School. I'd like to say a few words about Gunner Eaton, followed by a prayer from Glasgow student Patrick Atkins. Thank you.
Is this good? Yeah, I think we're good. Well, almost all of us know about Gunner Eaton. He's a junior at Barren County High School, and he participates in many sports such as football and track, and is involved in various clubs. Just a little while ago, he's been diagnosed with stage 3 testicular cancer, and most of us are shocked by this. So what we decided to do was we decided to have a Game On for Gunner campaign. And with this, we're raising awareness, and also the money's going to go to Gunner's family.
As Tanner said, we're trying to keep him in our prayers as much as we can. We're raising as much as we can for him. And a couple of verses that came to mind, of course, you were at the Barren County prayer session, and the first morning we had it. I found some scripture over in Psalms chapter 77. And in Psalms chapter 77, the psalmist tells us a situation that seems to be quite similar to the one that Gunner's gone through. In Psalms chapter 77, he tells us, he says, I cried unto God with my voice, even unto God with my voice. And he gave ear unto me. In the day of my trouble I sought the Lord, my soul ran in the night, and ceased not, my soul refused to be comforted. I remembered God in the trouble I complained, and my spirit was overwhelmed. Will the Lord cast off forever, and will he be favorable no more? Is his mercy clean gone forever? Doth his promise fail forevermore? And I said, this is my infirmity, but I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. I will remember the works of the Lord. Surely I will remember the wonders of old. Thou art the God that doest wonders. Thou hast declared thy strength among the people. Thou leddest thy people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. Psalmist here seems to understand the power of God and the things that he can do. One more scripture would seem to come to mind. Yeah, that's right. Amen to that. Over in James chapter 1 and verse 2, we're told, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. It's these times in which we can become better Christians and better people. And as I guess the wise saying goes, for what good is our faith if it is not tested? And it's in times like these we've got to keep our patience strong and faith strong as well. And one more thing I'd like to leave you with before I pass it over to Patrick. In Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 5, let your conversation be with covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. We know that God's with us in all that we do, no matter how difficult the situation may be, and we know that he is good and he will be with us no matter what. Now over to Patrick.
Thank you, guys. As Luke said, God is always going to be with us through the good and bad times. But He really needs all of us as a community to come together. Whether you go to Glasgow or Barren, no matter what, I'm really proud to say I'm part of this community. I know we're all there for Gunner. And, going through leukemia as a kid, I know it can be rough. He needs us all more than ever. And I'm glad to say that we're all going to be there for him. I know we're all going to be there. Thank you. And lastly, God lets me say a small prayer for Gunner. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for allowing us all to get here together, Lord. And even though it's a good rivalry, Lord, we ask that you keep both sides safe. And most of all, we come here tonight to lift up Gunner, Lord. And we give him to you, and we know that you're the all-time greatest healer, and you'll definitely be there with him. And please help each and every one of us to be with him, Lord. And ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
the region, and you go to tournaments and play in classics and all those things with quality opponents.
Glasgow basketball. Barren sets up in a 2-3 zone defensively as Adams has it out front of the dribble. We'll send it off to Harris. Dump it back now to try to extend that 2-3 zone a little bit out. The corner, a three. That's no good. Long rebound comes out. Chased down by Adams. Adams sends it off in the right corner. Now back out to Adams. Fakes, drives the lane. Jumper is up. It's good for Adams.
This is Glasgow's second offensive rebound of the game and their first second chance points.
29-18. Jones has got it on the left side. Jones will circle it out. Over the left side, Nick May fakes one way, drives the other, goes to the basket, lays it up and in.
Made that look really easy.
It's 6 point of the game. It's 31-18 Trojans. They got 1-2-2 half-court trap. Harris gets rid of it to Kingery, and he goes down against Caleb England. They're going to call a block. Caleb England is second personal. That's number one of the Trojans here in the second half. The ball comes out to Desi Austin. Hands it off to Kingery. Kingery starts his move. And Matthews cuts him off. He's in a trap. And barely stepped on the sideline.
Good defense
on the Glasgow bench.
Good defense by that pair in the trap. Sawyer just bodied him up chest to chest. There's no harm in that. No foul whatsoever. That's just good physical basketball.
Jacob Jones, top of the circle. Left side, Nick Mabe. Now Mabe lobs it down to Matthews. Matthews. And they're going to call him for shuffling his feet. Ball comes back to the Scotties with 6:28 to play here in the third.
You got to remember, Sawyer just played shy of 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Got those two really quick fouls and had to set the rest of the half.
Hughes on the dribble. Gives to Adams. Adams defended by Jacob Jones. Still on the dribble. Now gives it back off to Ben Hughes. Works around the top of the key. Throws it in the right corner. Back out to Adams. Adams bounce pass underneath and a shot put up and in by Hughes. Lead at 11 for the Trojans at 31-20. Nick Mabe with the basketball for Barren. Bounce pass off the right side to Jones. Jones brings it back out front. 5:44 left to play third quarter. Trojans 31, Scotties 20. Left side is Nick Mabe. Throws it diagonal right side over to Jones. Here's Caleb England from the right elbow. His jumper is no good. Rebounded Desi Austin. Hands it off now to Adams for the Scotties as he brings it across midcourt. Over to Hughes. Hughes takes it down to the corner. And now feeds it to Kingery. He'll throw up a long one. He hit it two-corner. Long two by James Kingery. That's his 6th point of the game. And a lead back to single digits. It's 31-22. 9-point lead. Mabe 18-footer. Rim's no good. Scotties with a rebound. Here comes Ben Hughes into the front court. Right side it goes to Harris. He'll jump it back out to Hughes. Over the left side to Adams. Going baseline, Kingery shoots over Matthews. Air ball. Coomer out of the air with it. Long pass down to Jones. He goes up with it. It's good. He got fouled. No whistle. 9 points for Jacob Jones.
That's what forced us into taking two 15-foot jumpers the last two possessions. That's what they want us to do. And that time we were able to get it out in transition. We had a couple options. I did think he got fouled as well as he kind of went up with both hands and came down on top of him. Jacob has made some tough layups around the rim tonight and has 9 points now with that bucket.
Actually leads the scoring for the Trojans. Wade Coomer has 8. Nick Mabe has 6.
I don't know what Jacob's season high is, but...
Well, I can tell you here in a second. 13 is his season high.
I'm going to say he's probably getting pretty close there with that 9 tonight.
Of course, Billy Jackson had 13. in the win over Logan County. That was his career high so far.
Billy hadn't scored tonight. He's played a little bit, but not quite the offensive output that he had against Logan County the other night.
Glasgow basketball. Shelby Adams brings it up for the Scotties. He'll send it over to Hughes and back to Adams. Adams lobs it back over now the left side. Hughes spins away, pulls up with a jumper, and it's good. A two-pointer. Ben Hughes, second back-to-back for the Scotties. It's 33-23. Barren. Babe. Right side over to London. London now wants to drive with it. Cut off now to Matthews. 12-footer. No. Offensive rebound by Caleb England. A foul on James Kingery.
They corrected the score. It's 33-24. I thought it had to be a 9-point difference.
Okay.
We were going back and forth on odds.
Kingery's first personal and first against Glasgow here in the second half. England in the left corner. Dribbles toward the paint. Works it inside. And in a lot of traffic. Goes up with a shot and a foul. Well, he had to work in there for that one.
The play was originally designed for Wade to kind of come back to the corner after he threw it in, and they took that away.
Caleb England at the line. Puts it up. It is no good. 33-24. England for the second toss. On the way, he got that one. .358 to play. You're in the third. I don't think the score's right now.
Yeah.
Put it on the home side, didn't they?
I think so.
Score's not right.
Dang.
Left side, it goes over to Hughes. I still don't think it's right. Here's a jumper air ball. And offensive rebound. Kingery down, goes inside, puts it up and in.
It's an 8-point game now after we made that one free throw, and they made the deuce. So the score's back right,
34-26. Caleb England feeds it into Matthews. Spin move, up for the shot, no. And Glasgow out of there with it, but lost it. Matthews has got it. 8-footer, rims off. Coomer puts it back up and in.
Off balance, had to throw it back up before he fell and lost his balance and committed a turnover.
Back up to 10 for Barren at 36-26. Adams. Here's Kingery driving to the basket. Shot blocked. Ball out of bounds. I guess they went off for the Scotties, and Trojans will get the ball with 2:58 to play.
I don't know. I'm sure some of it Glasgow's better. I don't think a lot of people thought this game would be a 10-point game with 3 minutes left in the third period either.
Well,
just comparing scores and the way the first game went.
Yeah, Barren County came in a 28-point favorite in this one. Here's England in traffic. Has to get out of the paint. Gives it back to Jackson. Had an open look. That gives it off to England. Right elbow. Feeds it back into Jackson. He puts it up and in.
Good give and go. Billy just found an opening right to the rim, and Kayla gave it right back to him.
Back up to 12 at 38-26. Adams. Double teamed. Over goes to Hughes. And we got a whistle timeout by Glasgow with 2:23 to play here in the third quarter. Barren County 38, Glasgow 26.
It's surprisingly how ineffective our little run and jump trap has been tonight. It's usually better at committing turnovers, and I think we're just a step slow committing to shoot the gaps and committing to rotate, which would lead to some turnovers or at worst some deflections. But Glasgow has navigated it, and even though they haven't scored off of it on the backside with layups, they still haven't been really affected by it the way some other teams have been in the past.
Right now on the floor for Barren County's Branson London, Billy Jackson, Nick Mabe, Caleb England, and Wade Coomer. Glasgow's brought back in Nelson Glass, Karam Kimball, Dalvin Smith, and Kalen Fogel. Leave Kingery on the floor. He's the trigger man, gets it inbounds in the corner. as Kimball almost lost the handle, still had trouble with it. Finally scooped up Dalvin Smith. Bounces over there to Glass and down low. They kick it back around the perimeter. Feed it back down into Kimball. Back out to Kingery. Three-pointer is off the mark. Rebound ripped down by Wade Coomer. And a foul on Glasgow is going to be on Kimball, his second. Jared Coomer checks into the Trojan lineup here in the second half. He'll come in for Caleb England. And now Scotty's picking up all over the floor. Wade Coomer looks and gets it into Billy Jackson. Jackson fires it back over to Coomer. Up court to Jared, his younger brother. Sends it down to London. Here's Jackson into the paint. Puts it up and in.
Billy must have heard us talking about his offense tonight, and he's come back with a couple of buckets.
40-26. Trojans by 14. Smith off to Campbell. Down the right sideline. Trap. Throws it across over to Glass. They go into Kingery. And they got a foul called. We're going to put this one on Billy Jackson.
Yeah, it was a hard foul. Definitely just got tangled up. And they'll give him 2 shots. I don't think Kingery thinks he got the 2, but they'll give it to him.
It'll be a shooting foul, yeah. Third foul on Billy Jackson. Second one on the Trojans here in the second half. James Kingery, 73.5% from the free throw line. And he got the first. It's only their third free throw tonight. They were 1 of 2 in the first half. Those were shot by Karam Kimball. Kingery, second shot, good again. 40-28. Mabe giving it over to Wade Coomer. Coomer will bring it across. Drives in the lane, shovel pass intended for Jackson. Knocked out of bounds for the Scotty.
Well, they're going to call a charge, actually.
Well, I didn't see that.
I didn't either. The backside official called a charge off. It's got to be on Wade when he was dishing the ball off.
I don't think the official actually signaled it, though. Second foul on Wade Coomer. Third one on the Trojans. Nelson Glass will bring it up with 1:30. Glass works it in front court on the right side. Gets rid of it to Kimball. Kimball in the paint. Goes underneath. Shot put up and in. As Fogle gets his second basket.
We had a guy rotate over to try to take a charge, and nobody rotated to his man.
40-30 the score. Mabe out to Jones. Just under a minute to play.
We've been able to extend it off this 10-point lead a little bit, but we just haven't been able to sustain it.
And the Trojans lose it out of bounds. They say Nick Mabe lost it. Wade Coomer returns to the court for Branson London. 51.4 seconds to go. Trojans with a 10-point lead as we head toward the end of the third period. Glass on the dribble. Bounce pass broken up, stolen by Jacob Jones. He gives to Jackson. Jackson will race it across the line. He'll throw it off in the right corner. Jared Coomer, air ball. And that ball trying to save it in bounds. Body's diving for it. And Glasgow comes up with it. And we got a foul at midcourt on Nick Mabe. That's going to be his first, the team's fourth. And Wade Coomer is down, and I'm not sure what's happened, but he's here at midcourt, and he is shaken up.
Well, the way we were flying around, I'm not sure he didn't get kicked or kneed, probably. Out of the 5 guys on the floor, I think 4 of them were on the floor trying to get that loose ball.
And they just got the wind knocked out of him. So he'll come out of the game with 25.9 seconds to play. Caleb England returning to the court. Aaron Kimball will inbounds for Glasgow. He sends it in play to Glass. Glass works against Jacob Jones. Right side knocked away by Mabe. Saves it inbounds. No. We'll go back to the Scotties. With 17.3 seconds to play. And it comes in to Smith. He hands it back to Kimball. Kimball working against Mabe. 11 seconds. Takes it right side. Bounces off to Kingery. Kingery in traffic. Forces up the shot. Got a whistle and a foul. And they're going to put this one on Billy Jackson, and that's his fourth. Team's fifth of the second half. So James Kingery will be at the line. First one is good. Branson London checking in for Billy Jackson. 4.6 seconds to play here in the third. Kingery back at the free throw line. This shot is in the air, and he hit them both. He's 4 out of 4. Cuts it to an 8-point margin. Nick Mabe with 3 seconds. He's going to have to hurry. He'll launch it up. It is going to come up way short, and that's the end of the third quarter. Barren County 40, Glasgow 32. The Scotties outscoring the Trojans 16-11 in the third period. Back to the fourth and final quarter after this break. We are BC Sports on Howdy 103.7.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Did you pay for childcare last year? Did your mom move just down the street and say, I'll watch the kids while you're at work? And you were like, great. But then she said, let's discuss rates. And you found out the exact price of Grandma's love, plus overtime and holidays. No matter what you went through last year, answering questions like, did you pay for childcare, is much simpler. Intuit TurboTax. It's amazing what you're capable of.
The Battery, modern-day fire, powering everything from remote-control cars to the car in your garage. So when your car battery is reaching the end of the line, or you're wondering whether it is, stop by Advance Auto Parts. We'll test your old one for you, free of charge. And if you purchase a new Autocraft battery, we'll install it for free. Only if you'd like us to, of course. Advance Auto Parts. Let's get you back to the garage.
Most vehicles, most locations. See store for details.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on Howdy 103.7.
I'm Kerry Dilley, board member with Barren County School Systems. We are BC.
Back courtside at Glasgow, Jay Turner along with Robert Bauer and Ryan Metzger. We start the fourth period. Trojans only up by 8, 40-32. Comes out to Wade Coomer, who's back in the game, being chased out there. Drives, pulls up 15-footer, got it. Wade Coomer getting his 12th point of the game. Here's Nelson Glass in the backcourt. Pass knocked up in the air by Coomer. He's got the basketball, drives, puts it up, and he's fouled. And they put the foul on 23. That's Dalvin Smith, his first, team's fourth. Wade Coomer at the charity strike. 2 for 2 tonight. Puts up the first toss. It is no good. They'll have one more on the way. Got it. 13 for Wade Coomer. Lead back up to 11 at 43-32. Nelson Glass lobs it back over to Karam. Oh, a foul.
Wade tried his best to avoid falling on top of him, and I think he really didn't cause him to fall, but he got the foul anyway, and that's what Wade third.
Yeah. Team sixth. Scotty's basketball across the way at midcourt. James Kingery gets it in play to Kimball.
Glasgow will be in the bonus here, but they're not a good free throw shooting.
He runs into Caleb England. That's an offensive foul. Caleb stood there a good 5 seconds. He just barreled right into it.
You got to have your head down dribbling with the basketball, not to see him standing there, right?
Yep. Kimball's third. That's 5 on the Scotties here in the second half. Nick May with the basketball for Barren. He'll bring it into the front court. Picks up his dribble, goes to Caleb England, right side of the circle. Throws it out to Wade Coomer. Long three is off the mark. Rebound, England. Back up, no, but a foul. That's about a 25-footer there by Coomer, maybe a little further out. So Caleb England will go to the free throw line for a couple of tosses. Foul was on Vogel, his second, team 6. England puts it up and in.
We continue to just dominate the glass through 3 periods. We have 26 rebounds to just Glasgow's 12.
Second shot by England on the way. Got them both.
Including like that one there. 16 offensive rebounds out of the 26. That gets you a lot more shots, needless to say.
45-32, Trojans. Shelby Adams. Out front now is Hughes. They go back to Adams on the right side. In the corner to Smith. He shoveled his feet, dribbles it back out. Trying to slice his way to the right side. Gives to Kingery. Kingery brings it out, reverses back. He lost it out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say England touched it last.
Not sure that would show the same on a replay, would it?
No. Ball comes out to Adams. Had his foot on the line, but
yeah. As long as he lands on the line.
That's right. In the corner, Kingery circles it out. Right side is Adams. Back out to Hughes. Back over to Adams. Trojans try to trap the ball. Jump pass to the left side. Pull up with a 10-footer that's good. Ben Hughes, the one-handed shot. 6 in the second half. 8 for the ball game. It is 45-34. Nick Mabe throws it back out to Wade Coomer. Coomer on the dribble. Back to Mabe on the left wing. Mabe guarded by Adams. Breaking the basket. Jones, he goes over the shot and he's hammered. Hughes got him. That's his first. Team 7. And Jacob Jones' first trip to the line. 9 points in a basketball game. Knocked down a 3-point shot in the second quarter. Free throw is good. Scotty student section with the curtain of confusion down there.
The committal relief for
I don't think it's really affected the Trojans at the free throw line. 5 of 6 here in the fourth quarter.
Good for a laugh, though.
47-34. Adams back over to Hughes. Cross-court pass to Smith in the middle to Kingery. Here's a jumper right side, good, as Vogel knocks it down for his 6th point. 47-36. London gets it out to Wade Coomer. And we got a foul away from the ball. This one is going to be called on Vogel for pushing off. His 3rd, team's 8. Didn't see what happened there.
Just a little friendly conversation. That's all, Jay.
Scotty's going to bring back in Desi Austin. And Vogel will check out. Sawyer Matthews at the free throw line. 1-1. And a 2-point basket back in the first. Got into foul trouble early. Free throw is no good. Rebound to Dalvin Smith. Adams crosses the midcourt stripe. Off to Hughes. Hughes brings it out. Right side over to Kingery. Kingery fakes one way, drives against London. He puts it up. It's not going to count. Foul is out of the floor. Branson London. That will be his first personal team foul, number 7. But it will be 1-1 coming to James Kingery, who's 4 at the stripe. Puts it up, and it's no good. Batted up in the air. Pulled down by Nick Mabe. Mabe into the front court. Picks up his dribble. Now goes to London with it on the right side. Branson London back out to Nick Mabe. Works against Shelby Adams. High post left is Wade Coomer. Hooks it down. Intended for Matthews. Overthrown. Out of bounds. It'll be Scotty's basketball. 4:48 to play here in the fourth. Fourth quarter brought to you by SCRTC. Hometown people, big city service, cooperative values. Right side is Desi Austin. Comes out to Hughes, top of the circle. Around the perimeter, here's Kingery going baseline. Goes under, missed the shot, battle for the rebound. Batted up in the air, batted around, and Coomer comes out of there with it for the Trojans. Wade Coomer into the front court. Wants to drive it. And the shot off the window, good. Wade Coomer with his 15th point. 49-36. 13 with 4:04 remaining. Right side it goes to Austin. He'll give it out now to Hughes. Bounce pass to Dalvin Smith. Smith going to pop it up from 17. He hit it. Dalvin Smith, first 2 points. 6'1" freshman. Makes it 49-38. Trojans up by 11. Nick Mabe to set it up out front for the Trojans against Shelby Adams. Right side is Coomer. And trying to go baseline. He lost it out of bounds. Dalvin Smith put the pressure on him. Forced the turnover. Billy Jackson and Caleb England returning to the Trojan lineup. Michael Harris has returned to the Glasgow lineup. Shelby Adams will bring it up for the Scotties. He'll send it off now to Smith. Bounces back to Adams. Finally gets it across the line. Dalvin Smith bounces back out to Adams. He's going to pull up with an 18-foot jumper that's short. We got a foul call.
Get him to shoot an 18-foot jumper. Last thing you want to do is foul him and give him a chance to stop the clock and cut into an 11-point lead.
Foul was on Jacob Jones, his first. 8 Trojan fouls here in the second half. The free throw's good for Adams. That's his 5th point of the game. (49-39), and he hits them both. 49-40, back to single digits again. 3:10 remaining here in the basketball game. Nick Mabe with it for the Trojans, and he threw it away.
Miscommunication there for sure.
Coming down on 3 minutes to play. Only a 9-point ball game. Smith driving against Jones, and it'll be a foul on Jacob Jones, his second, team's 9th. He 1-1 for Dalvin Smith. Jared Coomer checking back to the lineup here in the second half. Comes in for Jacob Jones. Dalvin Smith puts it up. It is no good. Up high for the rebound is Wade Coomer. Long pass down the floor to Caleb England. Under the baseline, into Jackson. He puts it up and in, high off the window.
Billy bailed him out. He had no place to go on the baseline and cut right to the front of the rim. And Caleb had his head up. Billy hands ready. Pushed it back to that 11-point lead.
2:44 left.
We just can't stretch it past that, can we?
No, 13, I think. Has that been the longest?
Yep.
And that was at halftime. I mean, they played us even here in the second half.
Yeah, we had it back up to 13 maybe there at the end of the third period, too, as we stretched it out a little bit. But they just keep pulling back. I guess fortunately for us, they can't cut it. I think the closest they've been is 9, and I don't think they've been able to get it.
May have got it at 8 one time, but I think 9's been You're listening to Trojan Basketball on Howdy 103.7 WHHT, Cave City, Glasgow. On the internet at ESPNKentucky.com and also at BarrenSchools.com. Tuesday night will be at Greenwood. Girls game to start at 6. Boys game to follow. We'll be on there at 5:45. You can also bring your radios to the gym and listen to BC Sports Plus at 88.7 inside the gymnasium. Trojans have Nick Mabe, Jared Coomer, Wade Coomer, Caleb England, and Billy Jackson on the floor. Scotties with Dalvin Smith, Ben Hughes, Shelby Adams, Desi Austin. As Shelby Adams handles the basketball. He's in a trap at midcourt. Fires it off now to Dalvin Smith. He'll throw it cross court to Hughes and back out around the perimeter. Jumper by Smith is off the mark. Kingery with the offensive rebound. Brings it back out. He gives it out front to Adams. Down to 2:20 to play. And here's Ben Hughes with it on the right side. Floats it down low to Austin. Back to Hughes. Baseline jumper. Good. And a foul on Barren County.
Why are we fouling jump shooters? That's twice this half of the period.
And that's going to put Hughes in the line with a chance to cut it here even more. Free throw is up, and he missed it. Gets his own rebound. Back up and no good. Tapped up, no good. Put back up and in. Hughes.
Got it to 7, doesn't it?
Cut it to 7 with 2:06 left.
The 4-point possession for Glasgow. The bucket, and then initially, and then the bucket off of the rebound.
This game not over yet with 2:06 to play.
No.
That's the closest Glasgow has been in a long time. Now, they've actually outscored us here in the second half.
You give Glasgow credit, no doubt about it. They played a ton better, but we have not played well. We have made tons of mistakes, and right there in that possession, we made 2 back-to-back. You foul a jump shooter, which you don't do. You get a hand in their face, and if they make it great, you go down to the other end and play offense. And then we miss a block out on a free throw and let them have an offensive putback. So as well as we've played 3 consecutive games, I'm not going to say we've completely done a 180 tonight, but you've almost erased some of that. You've erased some of it, and it's to be expected. Glasgow,
well, you know,
they haven't had a good season, and I have the utmost respect.
And sometimes you look at that. Oh, they're 3-17.
Right.
Haven't won a district game. We beat them at 25 at home.
Right.
Think it's going to be an easy game tonight. Well, it's not been.
Yeah, you have that in your mind, but district games, and especially this game, a rivalry game, it's sometimes that 3 doesn't really matter at the front of that record.
Yeah. Nick Mabel working at Shelby Adams. Sends it off to Jacob Jones. Down to 1:55 to play. Jones with Dalvin Smith out guarding him. Left side over to Mabe. Mabe heads to the basket, goes underneath to England. He puts it in. Only the 4th basket of the 4th quarter for the Trojans. 53-44. Down to 1:36. Adams, bounce pass wide. It's going to be stolen by Nick Mabe. Mabe will go to the rack. He'll flip it up and in.
Body control. Had to fight off a defender and still laid it in with the left hand. He's really good on that left side.
55-44, down to 1:18 left. And timeout by Coach Mike Harris and the Glasgow Scotties. Barren only led by 7. Pushed it back out to an 11-point lead with 1:15 remaining. Well, Glasgow, record really deceiving now because they played really hard here as of late. Even though they beat Metcalfe County last week 64-50. But you look over the season, they beat Greenwood by 7. Have not really lost any close games. I mean, you look down the list there. Todd Central by 9 and Logan by 5 in overtimes. The only two closest losses they've had in single digits.
Mm-hmm. They do play a tough schedule. That's for sure. But, you know, still, it's just no way around saying it. It's been a rough year and a down year. And I was kind of laughing. Mike handed this to us earlier, this stat sheet. He's old school if old school exists anymore. He handwrites his stat sheet. How many times you get you go a lot of places, you don't get a handwritten stat sheet from anybody anymore, do you? He's a good guy. He really is. I've coached with him.
Very nice guy.
A long, long time, and he knew what he was getting into this year, and he's done a good job with this group of boys, and I know he's had a fun year, even though it's hard to say when you've only won 3 games.
Well, he's getting them ready for the district, that's for sure. They've worked hard tonight. As Adams handles the basketball. Adams works to the right side, gives it off to Kingery. Kingery's cut off. He'll throw it back out to Smith with 58 seconds. Smith will fire up the jumper. It's no good. And the rebound by Wade Coomer. Trapped underneath, dribbles out of it. Bounces it off to Nick Mabe. Oh, right side of the floor. Down to 42 seconds to play. Right side is Caleb England. He's going to hold it. Now he's going to be wrapped up there by Desi Austin, and that's going to be his first, the team's 9. Puts the Trojans at the free throw line, and Caleb England, who has hit 5 out of 6 charity tosses tonight. Total of 9 points in the basketball game. Free throw on the way. Good. 56-44. England for one more. It's on the way, and he got them both. He's hit 5 in a row and 7 of 8 tonight. 57-44, 36.7 seconds to go. Shelby Adams will bring it up. Adams hands it off out there to Kingery. Straight away, long 3, way off the mark. Rebound to Nick Mabe with 25 seconds. That should be an intentional foul when you pull somebody with a jersey like that.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how he was going for the ball in that situation.
It'll be on Ben Hughes, his second. 10 fouls against the Scotties here in the second half. Nick Mabe puts it up, and no good. He's 0 for 2 at the line tonight. Mabe will step back in with a second free throw shot. It's up, and he got that one. 58-44 Trojans. Jared Coomer checks back into the Trojan lineup. 23 seconds to play. Trojans about to go to 17-6 on the year and 4-2 in district play. Kingery going to be bumped out there by Jacob Jones, his third. Glasgow about to fall to 3-18 on the season, 0-5 in district play. And they got Monroe County still left on the schedule in district play.
Sometimes you're just glad when these are over and get through the district. And we've known who we're going to play for a while.
Yeah. And you think about on the girls' side, Glasgow and Monroe playing for the 4th time coming up, and then a 5th time in the district tournament.
Yeah.
Second shot is no good by Kingery. Rebound, Branson London. Here's England with it. England in midcourt bounces off wide over to Coomer. Jared Coomer down the baseline. Jackson. They throw it back out to England with 5 seconds to play. And Trojans just hold on to the basketball, and that will do it. Barren County wins it. But not convincingly, really. 58-45, the final score tonight.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.